because
that's right.
Because meant to be Mahabra and cancer issue no one. Free SHS data, and I think the raising the eyebrow has to do with the numbers. President Nankasa in his last address, Okotogu Parliament.
That's right.
The following day, then the actual figures started coming up, and clearly it shows President, the disinformation and the misinformation campaign what them for 8 good years, and one and all twice. Because Alaska, the culture said these people are just interested in the political narrative, but the actuals now who say Sebi. This is really the situation on the ground, or more detached from reality.
That's right.
So they were living in a certain utopian world that highly disconnected.
I know. No. I said they are close to growing.
We are saying a team. No, they were living in a different world, though. I didn't think I would count someone buying on one. And you see, free SHS policy and implementation, the challenges and as for the buying, I understand a holistic review. Are not just reviewing the numbers, keke.
Holistic review.
Data and answer for me. I just want us to retool the whole structure. Now, our priorities, what we want to do. I am part of those who argue, say, and you'll be acquiring here free SHS or Chrome how. There are people who can pay and even pay for others. So how do we segregate these individuals? Now, Ebeka core individuals now, they cannot on their own do. Because as a country, Alaska, even in the more advanced countries where the economy is stable, they have a way of dealing with some of these things. But on my as a year stretch, I didn't need a free as I could do tertiary because that is the promise President Mahama also made.
That's right.
So I know the day, if we are not careful, we are going to concentrate this whole thing one. And I don't say because structurally, the academic system our problems are to the extent say the quality of student I produce questionable. I just said there are basic things that we need to do. Address it to target quality at the early stage. We are jumping over again. Alaska, we are still a pacey. We say countries are in a competition. Because there is this science advances in technology, and as a form of countries are advancing. How are we even looking at our your curriculum? The last time I was telling you, Obi at the computer they see at the kindergarten, obajina board so draw bebe and the control fee. You can compare the two. And the reality of culture say there is a gap between academia and job market. Whose job is to bridge that particular gap? People come out of the university and say at the job market, you cannot use them. So how do we bridge this thing? Because the whole essence of education is to produce workforce. You can easily integrate into the job space.
The job market.
What I said no. So this disconnection is there. Education, training, the quality of tuition, Alaska, Anna, and Yamana de Chrom so because we are see advances here what we your research and for them or you go to our universities and go and look at the researches that we do. Not because the impact ben on the growth of this economy.
FM 92.3.
Nothing. If you go to other jurisdictions, even the military technology in as for more or more investment in as for alcohol, and then some of them become decommissioner. Then they commercialize it and then we have it here. We use them. These are investment amount for over the years. Maybe someone say education. What are the new things are you focus on to come on stream? In the next 5-10 years, Alaska, Ghana educations over the years, these are some of the new way I think that the focus must stretch beyond just the numbers because you could look at Akuffo Addo numbers or present here now and on a trivial narrow politics.
Okay, all right.
But the problems are stretching beyond that particular thing. So yes, we can look at the numbers, but let us also look at the holistic problems in our confronting educational system in this country that has to do with the training, your friends say your curriculum, then as a form. However, so bet me redefining na enquire chew poor and produce. I know the whole concept of education by your paper chase. People studying in the night, weekends, and then as a form, I'm 40 a 5 o'clock, no, we are interested in the certificate, but the impact, we don't feel it. It's the reason why I hear Niama Basao. You go some places, Obi or have a catch my real law school, me crab masters, me or Kasa Krana Kasa. Why? Because education, no any impact be what has happened American. Because reading something, chewing and poor and producing, we know the modern exams in Alaska. Education must focus on human development. Medabiana mekano. Entiro because our school was 2 time crowd win your jumanya. When I can't see a school per jumaya.
No.
We go to school for self-development. A jumano bar, it will enhance your capacity and your potential to do that thing easily. School is not to give you a job. It's to enhance your capacity, help you become in your dealings with him and then as a forum. So when you have it, anywhere be a do besibiano with me ye. But a sa mindset na education be said the city ya because a breakthrough for other countries. Oh, the innovation in Niama Akosu ni nyina man for nim de ne. Tenasa deep research over the years. So
I'm on for intellectual property.
Yes, Eii Ivan starting somewhere in the 80s. Oh,
that's right.
Sanet yen agro evolve wa besi ne abedu yes aye perfecting. Na idea theater bi am for kwaya. Na ye enjoy ye ntimi nya bi. What are we doing? I think say obeka kire us Africans make ye ba nipo muti ebopa ye blacks.
Oh sure.
Say unya black awanya environment also obesua dia hona be say yes nimdia e black people, but Alaska the facilities, the faculties that we need to institute to ensure that we streamline these things, we don't have them. So another day, we end up wasting the human resource that we have. But on mind be my culture say on mind be a betumpon bia, you need to focus on your human resources. Human potential.
Sure.
Because and then I had a teacher of mine say your natural resources. Then I need to go diamond, but say I nyansa and kanhua kwabrane baba beje. Now that could develop in the mind. And that is exactly what is playing on. Your gold. Gold no do we benefit. Now no your lithium. Kwabrane baba beje ko my 5%. Now we nyansa and kabesa. Your oil no kwabrane baba beje my 17%. It shows say ye nim nyansa. Education, is not impacting. I don't know only gold, only diamond. But I'm saying only nyansa na ya or nyansa na ba bejeko.
American to oil, but oil reserves almost power crap.
That is the problem.
For 100 years. So.
We don't. Sorry, no problem.
But we no hwa. And enye say e ka na o ma body na no ma tie film na omo ye e ka no o ma ti cost of bibie film. Profit no mbenya no eno mu ne yesama emu 5 ne 70% no na say ye mo bo ankasa.
Wow.
Are serious?
Na ahemfo ko no mo bon twene no mo sa because no so benya royalty. But they don't care about the vast majority of young people.
I'm where they.
Omu di asa cause benya royalty. Say reviate na say for Alaska ho and sometimes what you now for do arms now to say am for na me we na me say na ekosi dan ye nyina na yete hai. We need to look at education again.
Right.
Now you redefine everything. Now you linking to human development.
And still to current
needs,
right,
and reflecting the current aspirations and the welfare of we the people here. We cannot be raw material among for babies. As I wouldn't be also. Apart from say abrofno hunyansa I raw material in the corner. Now they are importing the human potential as well.
That's right. American lotteries.
American lottery, they will screen you on who say, Sabi, typhoid, Bibukra, who ya drink to say, we are quite do see a bit in your daughter, say, we now wait to hear Juba, then they'll take you away. So another day, yes, Alaska, I'm far home, I'm a talk home. But you, because you can't live.
Slave move pro max.
Alaska, because wouldn't be one thing about living abroad. They say, yeah, America, other countries,
right.
You can't live in America and say 1 week in the Mimkwajuma.
No.
I just say, be a why take leave not pay where Mutiaka. You can't live there and say 1 week in Mimkwajuma. $1 son, I would say. What I say?
That's right.
That rest in Niho. You know what man on Alaska, the life they are going through in as for and Nijamo.
And today be your credit card.
System, that is how a debt inspired economy.
That's right.
Or be or minum be at the cat. So you need to work to defray it. What I say? Now, when we have all these things here, and I'm saying greed, aji abosuntino, nipanu, ono the obenya na ene de. And then some of these things, people come and we prioritize it. And over the years, for the past bare how many years after independence, we are still here. And Ghana for the senka yetia, na invite a man for number juma mayen. But then Ghana from Krama you have sorry no koku wait. Or so I need actually abrosigna or the omo echi Ghana nearby you are. Horo Arab ni dying. Who's I ho? Who's also crafting? This is a country.
I don't know for some missing film by
Alaska. This is a country. We have everything. Young people are supposed to stay here, work for this country, and make sure that they earn a decent living. But and yes, come on by MP no order be where they are living like kings and lords to the detriment of the vast majority who fought for power. That is a sick mentality that we need to change in this country. So education until we retool this whole thing. Eya ba obi akosia brofoka, obi akosia na manya we na de kakra na yakosia no. Uba radio so na ye fe say issue ba na ye kan about law. 3 persons no motor obi aso a lawyer. Different arguments na nsem hunu na so.
The true stance is my brother Africa hano you was schools by your new education.
No. Say na make a paper chase. We are chasing certificate because that is what we prioritize. And as to whether say any impact or what dream and answer when you what dream nobody cares. And a year 2 friend I namu. Now Alaska education will impact our Ghana so anke what are some American?
Because Nana Domun in school.
And some of the decision are bad. So I think we need to pause too much of this politics. And not just that. I think free SHS problem now it's not just about reviewing numbers and Akuffo Addo no, the whole thing we need to look at it again.
Ivan, for Eii Obuasi no by some few minutes number being judged honorable.
Yeah, Alaska. I think Obuasi issue. Eii idea ba ko a asefem awreho. And so what's your mind when be drew a point? Not for whatever be the reason, soldier for a giant to good civilians, so in the manner that we saw, Ewo, Obuasi na, it take you back to somewhere your friends at 12th century, because in a modern world, you can't see this thing anywhere. No civilized dispensation about who's anima webi. Alaska, as some babontin, obi a Canada, yes, people are right, obi entitled to, and me. I have condemned in no uncertain terms say Emrantia no say omuko Anglo Gold for so omuko akope adwuma ya. They had no right to intrude on private property.
Exactly.
There are several ways they could have gone about it. What are seven American? But to go to a private property, whether so begi and say and yet allowed anywhere. But Alaska say omo ye that from so ye mistake. There is no way that particular thing would justify the horror and the barbarism we saw. Tuono mudi kunkra na nyano magano eye G3 ye de bowa na ho bie. Some of the videos no ye bo between na adwan atia pete.
Me to me show up to date me show.
And this is something people sit on social media and justify say no mo ko hokoye den Alaska. Soldier for the last time we Makati ba no catch about the use of proportionate force. Exactly. The humanitarian way, military way no okwa war. Those things are there. The extent to which I'll bet you use force and as for them. Alaska. Those are not the things that we saw. And again, now me for military we have saying yes, a friend agree question on a spokesperson. Yeah, on some Ruby or the statement.
So what done for no.
Alaska. Or true statement, tin or the Bible, tin or can say, and the guys that went there no were armed to the teeth. They were holding pump action. It be a machete, guns, and as for that is nice. We will believe that. But Alaska, in the same statement, you know, Omukun Krofonu, you know, we didn't know more recover. Yeah, your friends, ammunitions, you know, cartridges are we no. That is the only thing they could recover. And my men on yet scenario. Yaba mena ye hoodlums ni ekura tuo na ye soldier for exchange. So we soldier ni na wo shoot a ube shoot nipa or you armed. Meboa.
That's right.
When you kill the person will drop his gun. And it's a uku nipa 9 guns are supposed to drop if indeed they were holding guns.
That's right.
So in your report, you will not only recover cartridges, you will recover a gun.
Yes.
This is an absolute nonsense.
You see, these people, no, majority now are criminals. Because Obi a criminal, no one soldier. It doesn't change anything.
Alaska, when him nyansa, me, a statement who is now obtain one.
Me won't let an open say no, a hunter.
Yes,
a Catanian so.
And they are seeking they are seeking to justify this horror.
Said they are to protect you.
Protecting who? From who? Citizens. Why? Nobody was wielding a gun. And I said it's something I would debate any day. Because one of the guys are not on more front line. I at some point they even knelt down. Yes. Alaska.
Almost surrender.
Surrender. Now Alaska even
surrender somebody too.
So you near we train no. Now say even Obi Yusuf force now the first option isn't to shoot the person. Me Alaska. Your friend saying I've studied medicine. I've studied human anatomy and physiology. Meaning nipa parts ya obo a obewu. And your nipa part a obo a wu. Meboa. Now say obe fatwa bo nipa na dwen mu. It means automatically you want to kill the person.
They were not trapped willingly. And no muko say omukope omanu
Dabi anyway metiwe mame
about 10 anajo ene ye say ye kosoro honum ne akwakope anu aduane edi enti ye koye no ye kuta ye chisel ene ye hama ne de koye enti ye wula inside wo no e kwan de ka kwan de mu kese enti ye wula ka kwan no afa na ye ko bebi aya amena na ye de chisel ne hama no ye de tutu no afa ne ye ko enti ye kodu ka kwan ne mu say na ena sojafo ne bae enti sojafo ne bebeduru on e mu park distance ya approach soldiers no ne ye so ye mass speed enti ye mpem fo mu die ne mu no bia bukoto say ya no bia bukoto be na obi apagya ne nsa say enti ye mu a ye mu die ni mu ne die soldier for this spray ye mu na ye machine gun no mu use o enye say one shot ne ye mu e straight gun straight gig ne mu ko amafo so e ba sa no ye na ye dwane what you say do no so ye fa wule mu no e so enti ye wule mu say na ye dwane say no bidonya ko still soldier for ne fire enye so obi ko ye say ya dance bullet na soldier for ne fire without no reason ye nye hwe ye say bia
Alaska.
So
that is the horror. And yes, now we have civilians were fleeing the scene. So the near bunko be agejino e boni to wenachi. Commission by no, they gave us absolute nonsense. Then the whole thing died. We have dampering in crew for our your friend say
that's right.
A branch of Cochine in the demon of panel. Dampare himself, Elrocky, Omoyonko police in yes, no Unyame, or Oko police training school, or training a man for. Yes, on and or you're behind this, saying, armored vehicle attack.
That's right. I will add the dempo.
Yet, nipa 2, police from penning for them, because Ahomache, police for no Yomukumo. Till date, nobody, and the team I investigated at the report about Bonting.
Now, you only Kromuha and MVP Barbonti, a basway. You come run to be what Asante Mantel. Let on back at I'm Robert.
Yes.
And now almost send a tour anyway. Google investigation.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Because do you know over the year? Do you know what they do? They allow the police. That was why the last time my catch was I disagree with President Mahama asking the IGP to lead any investigation because the IGP himself should be a subject of criminal inquiry. The police cannot investigate itself. As I was saying, they wouldn't report in the buy. They set up a committee. Now, your friend say high court judge and an order.
That's right.
Or no, won't mean boom fan so. And no, and son about that. This is how no one yakrom for. In the end, they went there and compensated them.
And not two na Ashanti Regional Police Commander. Google Crawford.
Yes.
Planting.
Yes. So for a trained police officer to conceive such a diabolic thing, I work with the no. Or sign a fremuno app no Alaska Chiro say how the kind of danger you and I are in. You see, we all respect military officers. Yenuanom ya soldier for, ye nam for ya soldier for, ye brother nom ne yenuanom ketwa, enum ya soldier for. We respect them and some are very disciplined. But in recent times, Alaska, there are some criminals omonya kwan be wura dinima. In the last 8 years, and right. So you need to make body patuo, and it ends there. No investigation, absolutely nothing. I'm sure that this one, no, President Mahama should not let it hang. Because you see, Niama never one at the end of the day, Ghana for the budget, no. Wenum can who be you.
That's right.
If you are going to let it slide and nothing happens, then it will be on your friend saying report card.
May I say that was Ivan K. Innocence, very powerful one. Honorable Mamimra also. Says every now can me jam the amount when a tier for one Uko Akansi Ghana for Eddie Akuffo Esha Wonsa Sebeli di new job enough. We saw the numbers. Moje mu voter deficit now mu new job enough. We close to the gap. That of the parliamentary and that of the presidency. We close to the gap. Obie who say when it comes to new job enough the new dawn in town. Now process aba say MMDCs. Somebody. That's right.
Yeah, the whole night.
That's right.
Yeah, we were there.
You were there and you saw him.
Yeah, how I know mu shoot yeah, more shootings be no.
That be where
New job enough for area, Eastern region.
Eastern region.
that's right. New job enough. New job enough. Right.
You.
Okay. So Honorable Adongo obi enim commitment to the party and other stuff.